Imagine a world where the infamous pirates of the Caribbean were only a little piece of a much bigger and more terrifying story. Deep below the Mediterranean Sea, at a staggering depth of 2,700 feet, lies a shipwreck that unveils a darker chapter of maritime history. Discovered by Odyssey Marine Exploration, this wreck wasn't just any ordinary vessel. It was a Barbary corsair ship, a relentless predator of European coasts and shipping lanes during the post-medieval era. This vessel, linked to the notorious pirate hub of Algiers, once terrorized nations far and wide, raiding as far as southern England and enslaving those unfortunate enough to cross its path. Unlike the romanticized tales of pirates we know, the Barbary corsairs were a brutal reality that Western traders had to gamble with daily. The ship, preserved almost miraculously at such depths, holds secrets of a time when piracy was more than just plundering treasures. It was a way of life. This is the untold story of chilling legacy of the Barbary corsairs and their enduring impact on history. This is a tale of power, survival, and the relentless pursuit of fortune, where the stakes were nothing less than life and death. This is the story of the great maritime horror. In 2005, OME crew were looking for a British warship, HMS Sussex, as they accidentally hit the jackpot, a long-lost Barbary corsair ship. But here's the kicker. They kept it a secret for nearly 20 years. Yep, it was like the world's longest game of...
Guess what I found?
Only now, in 2024, has this sunken treasure been revealed to the public. So while everyone else was hunting for Blackbeard's gold, these guys were sitting on a pirate ship that's got history buffs and treasure hunters drooling. And trust me, the story behind this wreck is way more exciting than any buried treasure map. So you know those swashbuckling pirates from the movies, swinging from ropes and shouting, "Arr!" Forget them. We're talking about the real deal here. Barbary corsairs. These guys were like the ultimate nightmare for European sailors in the post-medieval era. Imagine cruising along the Mediterranean thinking you're just out for a casual sail. And suddenly, bam! You're surrounded by these fearsome pirates who've got way more swagger than any Hollywood pirate could ever dream of. These corsairs didn't just plunder a ship or two. They practically had a monopoly on Mediterranean terror. Hailing from North Africa, with Algiers as their home base, they were the OG pirates, raiding ships, capturing crews, and making entire coastal settlements shake in their boots. And here's the twist. They weren't just in it for the loot. Nope, they were also in the business of human trafficking, kidnapping people to ransom them back for a hefty fee. So yeah, next time you think of pirates, remember these guys were the real MVPs of maritime mayhem. Now let's talk about the star of our show, the shipwreck itself. Picture a 45-foot-long pirate ship preserved in all its terrifying glory, just chilling at the bottom of the Mediterranean. But this isn't your average sunken vessel. This one's like the ultimate pirate time capsule. When Odyssey Marine Exploration found it, they probably did a double take, like, wait, did we just stumble onto the real-life Black Pearl? The ship was armed to the teeth. Muskets, cannons, swivel guns, you name it, they had it. And guess what? It's still sitting there, almost exactly as it was when it sank. How? Well, it turns out that at 2,700 feet down, not even shipworms want to mess with this bad boy. So while other wrecks might get eaten away, this one's being preserved like it's on some kind of deep-sea pirate vacation.
Arr, ye dogs, we've come for your booty.
But here's the best part. We're talking about heavy-duty weapons, priceless artifacts, and who knows what else, all just waiting to be uncovered. So yeah, this shipwreck isn't just old, it's epic. And the cultural jackpot of this shipwreck. Imagine a pirate ship that's like a floating treasure chest of different cultures. This wasn't just any pirate vessel. It was a melting pot of goods and artifacts from all over the world. The pottery found on board? It's straight out Algiers, tying the ship back to its infamous pirate base. Then there's the glassware from Belgium and Germany, and tea-bowls from Ottoman Turkey. It's like the pirates had their own global marketplace on deck. These finds reveal that the Barbary corsairs weren't just raiders, they were cosmopolitan collectors with a taste for the exotic. So next time someone says pirates were just after gold and jewels, remind them about the shipwreck. It's a testament to how Barbary corsairs turned their ship into floating cultural museums. And hey, who knew pirates had such eclectic tastes? Alright, let's talk about how the Barbary corsairs were basically the pirates who made everyone else look like amateurs. While the Caribbean pirates were busy swashbuckling and chasing treasure, the Barbary corsairs were out there running a full-scale terror operation. These guys didn't just plunder ships, they had an entire system in place for raiding, capturing, and ransoming people. Picture it, everyday European traders had to gamble with their lives, hoping they wouldn't end up as a corsair's next prize. These pirates were so feared that they practically had Europe on edge. They didn't just raid a few ships, they were out there terrorizing entire nations, from southern England to the coasts of Spain, and let's not forget, they weren't just taking gold and silver, they were capturing people and demanding ransom, making their raids a double threat of theft and human trafficking. These bad boys were the real deal, creating an entire empire of fear and fortune. Their impact on history is huge. And their legacy? Well, it's the stuff of legends. Let's zero in on Algiers, the ultimate pirate hotspot of the Barbary coast. This city was so infamous for piracy that it's practically the pirate equivalent of Las Vegas, a place where renegades, fortune seekers, and outlaws gathered to strike it rich. During the height of Barbary piracy, Algiers wasn't just a port, it was the epicenter of maritime mayhem. The city attracted a wild mix of people: Muslim refugees from Spain, renegade Christian converts, and everyone and anyone looking to cash in on the pirate lifestyle. By the end of the 16th century, Algiers was a bustling metropolis with around 60,000 residents, many of whom were part of this lawless, swashbuckling society. This pirate hub that turned piracy into a major industry outpaced even the Caribbean pirates in scale and impact. Algiers was constantly besieged by European forces trying to put an end to the piracy. But despite the battles and sieges, the corsair capital held its ground until 1830. Like it was the beating heart of a piracy empire. So what finally put an end to the era of Barbary corsairs? Imagine the drama of a pirate epic, but with a historical twist. The Barbary corsairs were a constant thorn in Europe's side, creating havoc and generating headlines long before social media. Despite numerous European attempts to crush their operations, the corsairs continued their reign of terror, resisting multiple Spanish attacks and keeping Europe on high alert. But every pirate story has its final chapter. After successfully fending off several Spanish assaults, including a big showdown in 1775, the corsair capital of Algiers faced its ultimate showdown. Enter the French. In 1830, France decided it was time to put an end to this Barbary pirate menace once and for all, and they successfully conquered Algiers. This marked the end of an era. No more corsairs, no more citywide piracy. The fall of Algiers signaled the end of a dramatic chapter in maritime history. The corsairs faded into legend, but their legacy of terror and adventure continued to captivate imaginations. Now let's talk about why this shipwreck discovery is such a game changer. For decades, the Barbary corsairs have been shrouded in mystery, their terrifying legacy often overshadowed by the more famous pirates of the Caribbean. But this wreck is like a long-lost piece of a pirate jigsaw puzzle finally falling into place. What makes this find so special? Well, it's the first time we've ever come across a wreck directly linked to the corsairs of Algiers. Imagine finding a treasure chest that not only holds gold, but also reveals a whole new chapter of pirate history. This wreck is a time capsule, offering a rare glimpse into the daily life and terror of these formidable pirates. The artifacts, from the heavy weaponry to the exotic pottery, are like clues in a historical detective story. This discovery opens the door to future explorations and analyses that could reveal even more about the Corsair era. If you enjoyed this time travel to medieval era, please let us know in the comments and leave a like and subscribe to Invictus for more chilling and exciting stories.